Hello, Cherries. Welcome to Live Cherry Sunday special Thursday episode 133. In today's video, I'm going to show you a pentatonic scale exercise that will make you a better guitar player and will help your articulation and timing and the strength of your hands and your fingers. It's really just a great exercise that I need to do more, and hopefully I'm showing this to you because it'll be very helpful. And thanks for joining me on a special Thursday. I usually go live on Sundays at 12 o'clock, but couldn't do it this Sunday because I was out on the road, and now I'm back. So I just want to quickly say hello to my friend here in the chats, David Belcher. Give you a round of applause. You probably can't hear that applause because I don't have my settings correct. Let me just switch this real quick so that the sound is coming out of here. It should be good now. Let's hear it. I love that applause. That is for you, David Belcher. Good morning. It's been a while. Looks like your summer's off to a good start. Sure is. Hopefully yours is as well. And we're going to start off this summer, this hot summer, with some hot guitar playing. So I have hopefully you can hear my guitar right there. And I'm going to be playing to a click track here. Hello, Paul Merrill. What is up? And as usual, I will put a timestamp in the description to get right to the lesson. But right now, I just want to say hello to some of my friends here in the chats. Hopefully you're drinking something good. I know it's beer o'clock somewhere. Scott Olson, good afternoon and all. Jerry and all, good afternoon, Scott. David Belcher, yeah, it's been a while. Paul Merrill, what's up? Cheers, y'all. So this is going to be very helpful because there's going to be a lot of times when you're going to play this riff and you're going to need to have some strength in your hands. And it's just a very versatile lick and or scale. And you're going to be probably doing it a lot. So it's good to practice this exercise. So basically all it is it's very simple here. Go down to a close-up look here. And let's see. Here's a scale that we all know and love. It's an E pentatonic scale. And it basically goes like this. So everyone knows this scale. And you can do the same thing up here, up an octave. There's 5 positions of the scale, and the pattern we're going to play is like this. I'm going to put on a metronome as well. It's like this. So it's a pattern that's very popular. It's kind of like it's a triplet feel. I call it hiddly, 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 hiddly. And it's basically I'm just going up the scale. Scale. Everyone plays the scale. You can bend up. It's really a lot you could do with the scale. Same thing up here. Right? But for the sake of articulation and timing and strength of your hands, we're going to do it like this. Play it, with your... For the sake of this video, I would stick to these fingerings as well. In real world situations, it really doesn't matter what fingers, as long as you play the right notes, right? So, it's basically like this. You're hitting the note starting on the second note here, the G note. And then you go down one, and that's the triplet feel. That's it. Because when you go to the next note, then you're hitting the A. So you're basically just going up the scale like this. musical. The whole thing is making this musical as well, making it sound good, and not just like you're running up a scale. And alternate picking, starting on a downstroke. Okay, so hopefully you're getting that, you're understanding that so far. Let me know if it's making sense to you. So you got down, up, down. The next string, I guess it's up. Because in triplets, you're going to reverse every time you do the sequence. Down, up, 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 down, up. I got lost. So, but that is the pattern. Basically just playing the top note and then one below it, and back to the note. Same thing going up the scale. The next note, one below it. So you have the A, G, A. Then you have B, A, D, B, D, E, D, E, G, E, G, G, I mean A, G, A, B, A, B, D, B, D, E, D, E. Just like that. So, okay, so that's the pattern. Now, when you're playing with distortion, you want to try to keep the ringing. Because there's, if you're playing clean, it's a little bit easier. But we're rocking here, so we use some distortion. I'm trying to mute the rest of the strings when I do this. So I'm not playing on the high strings here, so I'm kind of using my palm, so I'm muting kind of right over the where the bridge is right here. So it's not ringing. If I was, you could really mute a lot by just doing that. So, and as I go up, it becomes a little bit harder. So right now, I'm playing the low strings, but my high strings are open, so just be careful not to let that happen. While you're playing. So you're trying to just mute all the strings like this. Especially when you're playing down below, you have to release a little bit so you have sound. And I'm not choking the note. I'm not muting the note. I'm letting them ring a bit, which is a big difference. And it's hard to keep all the strings from ringing by releasing it, because when you're choking the note or muting them, you're holding the bridge string, so you're not getting any noise. But you don't want that sound. I mean, you could. That sounds useful for certain things. But there's a difference between muting sound and playing them open. Like they're breathing. You're not choking them, choking the life out of them. Now, all right, so let's get on with this exercise. If you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I like review stuff. Hopefully you guys had a really good 4th of July. We're going to get right to this lesson in 1 second. We're going to go through all 5 positions of the pentatonic scale, doing this with the precise fingering that we need to do. Precisely. I just did a tour 3 nights in a row with Huey Lewis and the News tribute band called Power of Love. And we played in Tennessee and West Virginia. It was a really nice run, a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys had a great 4th of July as well. And the reason for this lesson is there is a lick in the Huey Lewis set, pretty tough solo, that does this. And if you practice this pattern, then it'd be very helpful in certain solos that you might have to do. So, okay. So you definitely need a metronome with this. And because that's really kind of the whole point of this, is to really be in time. So I have a little metronome. You can use any metronome. Right now I have it set to 90 beats per second. So it's 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and I'm basically doing, I'm playing one triplet per beat. So and I'm alternating. You know, I'm doing alternate picking. So you have see, I'm muting as I'm going up and trying to keep the strings from, like, the only thing I want to hear is the strings that I'm hitting. Oops. Precise, huh? That can get messy here. Well, the whole idea is not to worry about speed. Look, I'll even slower this down to 80. Do like 80 beats per minute here. And then let's switch it, if I could see where my thing is. Okay, 80. Okay, so it's a little slow. Start at 50, 60, anything. Just get it clean. If you had no distortion on, it could be a lot quieter. Right, but we're gonna have some fun playing with distortion. A lot of guitar teachers will tell you to play clean, but you know, in the real world, if you're rocking with distortion, you want to practice with distortion, you know. So practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. Who said that? You get a free guitar pick if you tell me the answer to that. Vince Lombardi. So, David Belcher. On the side notes, Chris Hayes, HL, Huey Lewis News, guitarist, lives about 30 minutes from my house. Are you kidding me? I was working in his neighborhood a couple of years ago, and he was out in the front mowing the lawn. That is really, really hilarious. I guess it is have to be square. That is so cool, Dave Belcher. Man, I love it. He is such a great, I just loved his guitar playing. I still do. I'd love to meet him someday. Jam and pick his brain. I know he got into jazz, but I don't know what he's doing, if he's still playing. David Johnson. I don't know who this guy is, but he keeps harassing me. I'm just kidding. David Johnson, what's up, Dave? David Belcher. That is an awesome story. It is an awesome story. Dave is the guitar player for Huey Lewis tribute, Power of Love, along with me. We both play the guitar. And good to see you, Dave. That's such a cool story. You're going to have to tell him about the band, and we'll have to come down there and harass him. But he's definitely one of my favorite guitarists. He's like I put him in the book of tasteful guitar players that really write great solos, like Elliot Easton from the Cars. People love that guy, and they swear that he's one of the best, most creative guitar players, and I agree with that. He writes great solos for great pop songs. I put Chris Hayes in that same category of great solos for great pop songs. I said they're right up there with each other. Who else is there that writes such... And of course, Eddie Van Halen, but if you're talking about just Eddie's on another planet. In this genre, or this category of guitar players, I would say he's one of those. He plays for the song. Elliot Easton, Chris Hayes. Who else plays for the song? I thought the guy in Weezer wrote really great guitar solos for his songs. All of them are very memorable solos. And of course, Neil Giraldi. The list can go on and on. But I can tell you, a lot of these guys probably have the same technique going for them, and that's practicing of these particular positions. So we did that one. Now, this is going to be helpful too, because there's 5 positions in this scale. And knowing all 5 of them is pretty important, because for many reasons, to break out of one position, and it's good to strengthen all of your fingers as well. So let's do this next position. It's the same 5 notes. We're just moving up the scale. So you have like this. Now what I'm doing is I'm keeping these same fingerings going that I'm showing here. Of course, you could change them in real-world application. You can go. You don't have to play it. But for the sake of this video, like I was saying, as we get into some of the other weirder fingerings, you might want to change them. But this will strengthen your pinky, will strengthen everything. And one more thing to keep in mind, and this is the problem that I still have to this day, and it's something my guitar teacher when I was 17 showed me, is to keep all your fingers as close to the fretboard as possible. Even if you're not using all these fingers, whatever finger you're not using, if I'm not using my pinky here, keep it close. Because look what happens naturally with my pinky. It just tends to go up really high. Like, you know, like look, I'm not even using it, it's just going up really high right there. So, in an attempt to be better at it, I'm trying to mentally just keep my pinky as close to the fretboard as I can without hitting it if I'm not actually using my pinky. It's just better. I don't have that problem with the other fingers, but my pinky seems to just have a mind of its own and wants to go somewhere else. So, we caught Jerry sleeping with my Les Paul on the bus. That is true. For this last one, I used Dave's Les Paul, and I was in the bunk with it. It was the only place to really store it safely, so I slept with it in the bunk for 3 days. Well, not 3 days, for a couple days. And it was nice. You know, I might give it a wipe down first before you go crazy with it. Oh, that's great. I shouldn't have said that. So yeah. Okay, moving on here. Let's see what we got here. Let's go through this position. See my pinky, how it's just going up? Trying to keep all the life I can in the strings, not muting them, and trying to be clean, trying to articulate, trying to keep my hands in the right position, trying to get it all going on here. Nope. See where all the E's are right here too in this. But this exercise is really not about that. But if you have an E and an E. If you're playing an E minor. Okay. So then we can go on to this next position right here, and it's the 3rd position. Of course, I'm staying with my fingers in this position, but you could. This is one that's very popular for moving your fingers. More like people might play it more like this. You know. We're going to play it more like that. So you can practice strengthening your pinky instead of a lot of people do that. But we're going to use our second and fourth finger. Why is that? Because you might want to do a riff like, if you're going like this, you can't do this. And have that ready. That way so you'll come up with different licks by keeping your fingers in these positions. This is freeing up my pointer to do other things. So, just keep the fingerings the same here. So let's see, we got 2 more scales here. It's probably going to be a quick one today. So my pinky doesn't like working well with my index finger. The index finger. They're in conflict. So your pinky and your index finger. Actually, would your index finger be your ring finger? This is the pointer. Or is this the index finger? I don't even know. This is my ring finger. No, this is my pointer, my ring finger. This must be the index finger, the third one, in your pinky. So these two don't work together. Well, this is a great practice for that because there's a lot of fingerings, a lot of positions here that will help that problem right there. And let's see. Here's the fourth position right here. In this part of the scale right here, you have your pinky and your pointer. If you did this with you could do the same exercise with scales, and then you could work your if you did something like that right there, or working your pinky with your index finger. You know. Exercise like that. Working just these 2 fingers right here. The middle finger is the index. I don't want to give I don't want, you're testing. I see what's going on here. You're trying to trick me into giving you the middle finger. Well, you know, I'm not going to do that, Scott. But now that I know that your middle finger is the index finger, I thought this one. I guess this is your ring finger. Okay. Duh. Pointer, index. You're not gonna trick me into giving you the bird. Your ring finger. Okay. I should know that because, you know, when I see a beautiful woman that I like, one of the first things I do is see if she has something on that finger. And your pinky. Okay. Thank you very much for clearing that up for me, Scott. Very helpful. So, all right, let's go to this fourth position right here. And it's like this. This is a great one, too. And not only are you strengthening your hands and dexterity and articulation, working on articulation, but you're learning the 5 positions of the pentatonic scale here as well. So we got it. See, a lot of people will just, switch to here. Oop. Keep hitting that wrong note. Here we go. One of the most important things to do here is to relax your hands. Relax not just your left hand, but your right hand. Because when you have to play faster, and this is tense, this is tight, that's when it becomes a real problem, right here. So just relaxing the wrist on both hands. And just keep it really, really relaxed. It'll really come in handy when you're playing something faster and you really, because when it's stiffs up, forget it. It's a really good practice for alternate picking. Really relax. So there's one more position. So I definitely recommend going through all these, using the right fingerings, and practicing at different tempos. Start as slow as you have to while doing it clean, and then go as fast as you can. Go in increments of 5 beats per minute. Right now I'm on 80, but bring it up to 85, bring it up to 90, start at 60. Whatever it takes to get really, really clean with it and have fun with it. Just knowing these positions are just great. All right, here's the 5th position. Here we go. So why not use this position? You're playing in E minor. Most people would just play up here. But if you play down here, same notes. That was terrible. So if you know this, like Eddie Van Halen does a lot of stuff like that, where it's like, he'll take this position, and he'll blend this position with it. But he'll just stretch it out. Like instead of, he'll just drop this finger, play that there. So now he's got a riff here, like. The same thing down here. Same thing here. Same thing here. Nope. No, there's two. Same thing here. So that's just going off the rails there, but pretty cool to know that. So one more time on this one. And of course, back up to the first one again. So there you go, right at the very beginning. So we're can't even get up there on the Les Paul. See, it's hard. I like this position best. Which one is that? Scott Olson. I like this position best. Which one is that? Which position? Here's the question of the day. Which position of the 5 positions of the pentatonic scale do you like the best? I guess it's the most popular one would be see, I was doing a riff in the Huey band. It was kind of like, the lick was kind of like this. It was like a, sorry. It's like a, can't even get it. Tempo, man. Basically, that was the riff. It was much faster. So, let's see, the 5th position. So the 5th position to me is this one. This is the 5th position. That's your favorite one? You know, I would probably play it in a live situation, kind of like. You know. I like doing it this lick up here. You've been up to the 5th nicely here. And hit the 7th. Then the 3rd, which would be this one. You get the 7th right here below. with that minor third bend from the 5th to the 7th. Surprised my guitar's staying in tune in this humidity here that we have. Okay. So I think we went through all of them here today. Thank you for spending some time with me here on a Thursday, special Thursday live. And if you are enjoying this video, please hit the like button, ring the bell for notifications, subscribe to the channel, all that great stuff. Yep. Yeah, it's a whole lot of fun, especially when you kind of get into a zone with your just going through the patterns, you know. Just taking, you just kind of, you know, really just kind of zone out and just play through the 5 positions. So I messed up. So we had some fun. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for spending some time here with me today. And enjoy the rest of your week. And you know, I will mention real quick, because we got to pay the bills here, but I do have a guitar course if you're interested in it. In the guitar course, I go through 3 different topics: fretboard memorization, where you'll learn where all the notes are in the neck; the circle of fifths, where I do a lot of videos on that, where you'll learn how chord progressions are built, and really in that circle is all of music is in that circle, and blues soloing, which is where all your soul and feel comes from. So check that out. I put a link in the description for that. And any questions about any of this stuff, please let me know. Any ideas for a future? I go live every week, usually on Sundays at 12 o'clock Eastern Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Time. So I need ideas, you know, whatever you're interested in, let me know. We'll do some of that. So I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. I love you. Enjoy the rest of your week. And thank you, Scott, so much. Oh, that is very, very kind of you. Thank you very much, Scott. David Belcher. Take care, everyone. Working for a living. Working. All right. Enjoy your time off. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Thank you there, John. The Cisco. You are awesome. Thank you. Thank you for David Belcher, and thank you to Dave Johnson, my my dueling axe bra, and he's very cool. So good hanging with him for a couple days this week. All right, guys. Have a great week. I'll see you. If you do want to learn the positions of the 5 pentatonic scale, I will put that video right there. So check that out when you get some time. Be cool, be kind, and be cherry. And I'll see you next time. I'll see you Sunday in a few days. So, all right, let's do it. What am I going to do? I don't know. You tell me. Peace.